Well, nothing but wins to talk about here this week for the Volley Hawks. Great weekend, Coach. Mike Vaccaro with Amy Bambanek, another edition of the UNCW Court Report here on the Seahawk Digital Network. 3-0 as you win your own tournament here in Trask Coliseum. Overall, your thoughts on how well your ladies played last week?
Well, I thought our girls played with a ton of energy all weekend long, and I thought the crowd was great in Trask Coliseum. We knew that this was going to be an important weekend to try to be able to make a statement before we head into our conference play. And all week in practice, our goal was, what are we going to do right now to prepare and try to give us the best chance to go 3-0 this weekend? And a lot of it just had to do with communication and working together, and obviously kind of fine-tuning our offense, which I think all was showcased this weekend.
Seemed like it started. You set the tone Friday night against Liberty at an exciting match. They had a chance to maybe send it to 5 sets, but you win it in 4. And how did that set the tone for the weekend?
I mean, those are really important points for our team to be able to play in sets that are very close, and maybe even sets where we're having to come from behind. Those are going to be important for our girls to know that they can come back and win no matter what the point deficit is. And obviously, you know, some of those sets can go either way, but overall I felt that our girls held their composure. And I saw just a lot of fight and grit in our players, and it's something that I've seen bits and pieces of all season long. But even in the sets that we lost this weekend, the energy, you know, during timeouts and the energy in between sets, the girls were ready to get back on the court and prove themselves.
Win against Liberty Friday, Morgan State, Western Michigan on Saturday as well. So you're done non-conference-wise. Get ready for the conference. We'll talk about that in just a second. But this weekend, Hallie Hunt, another big weekend for her, the tournament MVP. What'd you see from her?
Yeah, I mean, I'm so proud of her. She's been really diligent with trying to do whatever she can to help the team. And from coaches, she's always asking for feedback on what she can do to improve her serve, improve her passing and attacking. She's very coachable and takes a lot of important keys from our staff. And Maddie Klein and Bryn Montgomery, they've been great role players for our team as well, and taking some big swings. And I thought Maddie attacked really well out of the back row. She was tough with her serving. And Bryn, in the first 2 games this weekend, she was kind of lights out with her attacking. So we're asking her to play a big role as a setter and a hitter, and that's not the easiest thing to do. So to be able to honor those 3 players is just a tribute to their hard work in practices. Yeah,
Maddie Klein and Bryn Montgomery both on the all-tournament team. So not only you get the sweep, but I'm sure you saw what you wanted to see with conference season right around the corner as well. Is that the case?
Yeah, absolutely. I thought Western Michigan is going to be on par with some of the top teams in our conference. They have a lot of power. They've got middles that can put away a ball. They've got a strong serving team, strong blocking team. And I think playing that level of competition is exactly what we needed going into our opening weekend at Hofstra and Northeastern.
Yeah, you got the Northern Suite coming up here Friday and Sunday, Northeastern and Hofstra. Your thoughts on those two and what it's going to take to come away with some victories?
I think we're just going to have to adapt. They play 2 totally different styles of play, and I think they've got some new players on the court for them this year, so it's just making sure we watch enough video to come up with a good game plan against those opponents. Our girls are going to have to be tough on the road, and I think that's important to us. I love the energy that we had during our home weekend, and we've got to be able to figure out a way to sustain that and have that energy and positive outlook when we're away from our home court.
Well, it's going to happen a lot here early. 3 of the first 4 on the road in conference play. All 4 were preseason picked in the top 5 in the conference preseason poll. So certainly not an easy task, but what else do you tell your girls to get ready and to get focused now? Because these are the ones that maybe count a little bit more than the others.
These absolutely do. I think anytime you can snag some wins against some of the top teams in our conference, you want to take advantage of that opportunity rather than waiting to the last minute to play those teams. I'd rather play them early and have a little bit less pressure on us, in these, as far as the outcome goes. But at the same time, our players have goals. I think, preseason rankings are one thing. I think we kind of hold ourselves to a little bit higher regard than where we were voted. But at the same time, every team is out there working hard, practicing hard, just as much as we are. So we have to remember that. They're out to fight and achieve their goals and win the conference championship just like we are. So we have to know that going into this and make sure that we are consistent with what we're trying to do offensively and defensively, and being able to adapt from opponent to opponent is going to be a big key for us.
Well, certainly a team on a roll right now, having swept your own conference or your own tournament here, going to conference play this week. Coach, best of luck on your Northern swing.
Thank you.
Again, it's Friday against Northeastern, Sunday against Hofstra. We'll talk about those matches on next week's show. Thanks for joining us. For Amy Bambanek, I'm Mike Vaccaro. It's the Court Report right here on the Seahawk Digital Network.